The Hall of Dominion was built to scare worlds into silence. Its ceiling was so high that clouds floated inside it. The floor was made of black crystal taken from conquered planets. Along the curved walls sat the rulers of the Ziran Empire, the most powerful alien empire in the known galaxy. They had crushed star nations. They had burned moons. They had never been warned before. Now, a single alien stood in the center of the hall. His name was Varel Kor. He was small compared to the others. His skin was pale blue, his hands shaking as he held a glowing data tablet. His rank was low. His voice, even lower. Yet he had been allowed to speak. That alone made the council uneasy. Varel Kor took a slow breath. Every eye in the hall was on him, cold, sharp, hungry for weakness. "My lords," he began, his voice echoing softly, "I bring a message from the humans." The room erupted in laughter. A tall warlord slammed his clawed hand on the arm of his throne. "Humans," he mocked. "Those soft creatures from the outer systems." Another leader hissed with amusement. "They still use chemical weapons and metal ships," she said. "Why waste time on them?" Varel Kor did not smile. He did not laugh. He swallowed and continued. "The message is short," he said. "And clear." The laughter slowly faded. "They say, do not attack us." The hall went silent for half a second. Then the Emperor laughed. The Ziran Emperor, vast and armored, leaned forward on his throne. His voice rolled like thunder. "Is that all?" he said. "A warning." Varel Kor's fingers tightened around the tablet. "They say," Varel Kor continued, "that if we attack, our empire will turn to ashes." The silence this time was heavier. Then the hall exploded with rage. One council member stood up, his eyes burning. "How dare they?" he roared. "A single human ship dares threaten us." Another shouted, "We command 10,000 fleets. They have no right. They are insects. They should be grateful we noticed them at all." The Emperor raised one hand. The hall fell quiet again. He looked down at Varel Kor, his eyes sharp and cruel. "Tell me," the Emperor said calmly, "how many ships do the humans have in this sector?" Varel Kor hesitated. "One," he said. A smile spread across the Emperor's face. "One ship," the Emperor repeated. "Against our border fleet." "Yes," Varel Kor replied. The Emperor leaned back, pleased. "You see," he said to the council. "Even their warning is weak." Varel Kor shook his head slowly. "My lord," he said, "that is why I am afraid." That caught their attention. Varel Kor raised the tablet. A hologram appeared in the air. It showed space, empty, silent. "This was once the Karun Armada," Varel Kor said. "They attacked humanity 2 cycles ago." The hologram shifted. The Armada vanished. No battle. No debris. Just gone. Murmurs spread through the hall. "The humans responded with 1 ship," Varel Kor said. "Just 1. A councillor leaned forward. "Trickery," he said. "Illusions." Varel Kor nodded. "That is what Karun thought," he replied. The hologram changed again. A star flickered, then collapsed into darkness. "They did not destroy the Armada," Varel Kor said quietly. "They erased it." Some of the laughter did not return. Varel Kor continued, his voice stronger now. "Humans do not threaten often. They do not warn twice. They fight only when the end is already decided." The Emperor rose slowly from his throne. "You speak as if you admire them," the Emperor said coldly. "No," Varel Kor replied. "I fear them." That word echoed in the hall. Fear. The Emperor stepped down from his throne and walked toward Varel Kor. "You forget your place," he said. "We are an empire of fire. Of conquest." He stopped inches from Varel Kor's face. "And humans," the Emperor said, "are nothing." Varel Kor met his gaze. "They said the same thing about us," he replied. The Emperor straightened and turned back to the council. "The humans have crossed into our space," he announced. They have brought a warship. The council leaned forward. We will teach them a lesson, the Emperor continued. One they will never forget. He raised his arm. Send the fleets, he commanded. Surround their ship. Destroy it slowly. Cheers filled the hall. Only Varel Kor stood still. Far away, in the darkness between stars, a single human warship drifted in silence. Its hull was dark. Its lights were dim. Its weapons, inactive. Inside, no alarm sounded. No panic filled the air. The ship waited. As the first alien fleets arrived, a simple human message was transmitted into the void. It contained only 5 words. This is your last warning. The alien fleets locked weapons. The human ship did not move. And Varel Kor, watching the stars from a distant station, whispered to himself. They are about to learn. The alien fleets arrived like a storm. Thousands of ships filled the darkness of space. They formed perfect attack lines around the lone human warship. Their weapons glowed. Their engines burned bright. To the Ziran commanders, it looked like victory. To the human ship, it looked like confirmation. Inside the human warship, there was no shouting, no fear, no panic. The bridge was quiet. Screens showed enemy ships locking weapons. Energy readings climbed. Firing solutions were complete. A human officer spoke in a calm voice. Enemy fleets have ignored the final warning. Another officer nodded. All systems ready. At the center of the bridge stood the human commander. His face was steady. His hands rested behind his back. Begin response, he said. The Ziran fleet fired first. Thousands of beams crossed space at once. Plasma, light, and energy rushed toward the human ship. It should have been torn apart in seconds. But the human ship did not dodge. It did not raise shields. It simply changed. Space around the ship bent. The alien weapons slowed. Then stopped. Frozen beams of light hung in space like broken stars. The Ziran commanders stared in shock. What is happening? One shouted. Fire again, another screamed. Nothing worked. Then the human ship moved. It vanished and reappeared inside the alien formation. No explosion followed. Instead, a pulse spread outward. It was silent, invisible, and deadly. Alien ships disappeared. Not destroyed. Not broken. Erased. Entire squadrons vanished at once, leaving empty space behind. Command ships lost contact with every fleet around them. Panic spread fast. What weapon is this? Where are our ships? Fall back. Fall back. The human ship transmitted a message. It was not loud. It was not angry. It was calm. This response was measured, the message said. You were warned. The Ziran Emperor watched in horror from the capital world. His screens showed disaster. Fleet after fleet was gone. Years of conquest erased in minutes. Send reinforcements, he roared. But there were no reinforcements left. The human ship turned its attention toward the heart of the empire. It did not rush. It advanced slowly, methodically. One military world went dark. Then another. Shipyards stopped responding. Defense grids shut down without damage, as if they had never existed. The human ship avoided cities. Avoided civilians. It struck only power. Only control. Only the ability to fight. Varel Kor watched from his station, frozen in place. This is mercy, he whispered. The human ship reached orbit above the Ziran capital. The planet trembled. Not from weapons. From fear. The Emperor stood alone in the throne room now. His council was gone. His empire was broken. A final message appeared before him. You attacked after a warning, the human voice said. This ends now. The Emperor fell to his knees. We surrender, he said. Please. The human reply came without delay. Surrender accepted. The human ship powered down its weapons. Then it left. No occupation. No conquest. No demands. Just silence. Across the galaxy, the news spread. An empire that ruled for thousands of years had been defeated by one ship. One warning. Humanity did not chase glory. They did not build statues. They simply returned home. Varelkor later addressed the remaining worlds. He spoke softly, but every word carried weight. Humans do not seek war, he said. But when they warn you, listen. In the quiet of deep space, the human warship vanished into the stars. Behind it, the galaxy changed forever. A new truth was known. Never ignore a human warning.